like I hit the lotto. Head to gonna roll like sleepy hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
100 mentions dancing on my wall. Diss me and I don't see your response.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They'll start on the ground here on first down. Powering forward. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Right back to him on first down. Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Nice right. Hey. Count up, Yeti.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Hands it off out of the gun. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Walton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Walton, that's out to the flat for Akers. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, they'll run with Champ. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
63.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Smith will come in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Walton flush to his right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To throw again, Walton. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. On 1st down, Walton. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he is out of bounds here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
The kick by Watts is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Walton. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
To throw on second down. Walton, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Walton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st and 10, Walton firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off-tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Off the option, here's Akers. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
But first down, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Go Silver, ready?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding room at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And Hurts going to move him around. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 14 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Allen's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And this is good for a first down. His second grab in this NFC Championship bout. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Walton got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Past the 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Walton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here comes 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Walton. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, 73 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Wants to try to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
73.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's second down.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. B.J. Hill able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and I'll say actually right at midfield. Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the option, here's Akers. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Looking to throw on second down. Walton. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on second down here. Back to throw. Walton. He finds his target, Allen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Walton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Lots of look to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed. Partner to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
Throwing is Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? Now, it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way. And they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity.